Allow yourself to find a comfortable position, either lying or sitting down. Become aware of your breathing. Let your shoulders soften. Let your belly soften, just for now. Let your body relax. Let your mind be at peace, just for now. Allow yourself to feel deeply relaxed. Imagine, if you will, that there in front of you is a bag, a backpack or purse, a shoulder bag, whatever comes to your mind. And as you consider this bag, while in a deeply relaxed state, imagine you can place all your concerns and worries and stresses in the bag. All the negative and nagging thoughts that trouble you, all go into the bag. There, everything that can cause the merest stress is in the bag. In your mind's eye, imagine you stand up and pick up the bag. Notice how heavy the bag is as you hoist it onto your back or shoulder. Just notice the weight of all your concerns and fretful thoughts. In your mind's eye, imagine that before you stands a golden doorway. It is beautiful and radiant. The frame is golden, and in the midst of the frame is a golden screen. In your mind's eye, see yourself approaching the door, carrying the bag full of all your concerns. As you approach the door, you hear a faint but soothing hum. The nearer you approach the doorway, a feeling of peace and safety surrounds you. What a wondrous thing this doorway is. See yourself walking through the doorway. Now on the other side of the doorway, you have come to a different time and place. It is an arid country, but the air is fresh and clear, with the faintest suggestion of spice and sage being carried by a gentle breeze. You are standing on the side of a much-used road in the middle of a long journey. There is important business and responsibilities you must fulfill at the end of your journey. The weight of these obligations is as heavy to you as the bag you carry. And you know there is a long way yet to go. You notice the view before you is filled with an amber light, and the sky is beginning to darken. Behind you, the sun is beginning to set. It is evening, and you need to find a place to spend the night. You step out onto the road and begin to walk. As you turn a bend in the road, you notice a village in a valley not too far away. You hasten down the road to reach this village before night completely falls. There up ahead In a building on the left of the road, you see a warm light, as if a lamp has just been lit, and it emanates from a doorway. This warm light seems to beckon and invite you. As you approach closer, you see that the building appears to be a stable. It also appears to be large and well kept and clean and dry. And you walk through the warm light that emanates the doorway into the stable. As you orient yourself to this new place, you see that you are not alone. There, resting on a rug, draped over a mound of clean straw, you see a young couple who are using the stable for shelter as well. You notice the young woman is cradling an infant in her arms. The man has an arm around the woman, and she rests comfortably into him. As they gaze at the sleeping infant, there is joy and affection in their expression. They look up as you step into the stable and smile at you. Their smile invites you to step further into the stable. Wordlessly, they nod to you and indicate a fresh, clean pile of straw with a blanket on it. You may rest here. There by your pile of straw you notice a small, low table, where a lighted lamp sits as well as simple refreshment and a jug of cool, clean water. You sit down on the blanket and rest your back against the mound of straw. You take a drink of the cool water and eat a little of the simple meal there on the table and find it very satisfying. As you sit and eat and rest, you turn your eyes to the young family. Their love for each other and the child is very obvious to you. But so is their weariness and fatigue. They must have traveled a long way. You feel your heart go out to them. Feeling refreshed by the food and drink, you indicate that you would be willing to look after the child so that they may rest. They look to each other, then back to you. They would be happy to accept your offer. The father stands and lovingly takes the child out of the mother's arms and walks over to you and places the baby in your arms. With a grateful smile to you, he returns to his wife and sits down beside her. As they rest there together, watching their child, which you now hold in your arms, sleep overtakes them and their eyes close. What a delightful feeling to have this baby resting in your arms. As you look into the face of this sleeping infant, you become aware of both gentleness and strength in your arms as you hold the child. In this moment, you accept how gentle and strong you are. You rest in that feeling. As you rest in your own gentleness and strength that hold the child, you are aware that you feel as if you are being held with the same gentleness and strength you hold the child with. Rest in the sensation that you are being held. As you rest and relax into this feeling of being held, you feel yourself expand into those arms that hold you. Your awareness of how strong and gentle you are, and how infinite these qualities are within you, builds and increases. With this growing sense of expansion, you relax even more deeply into the growing strength and gentleness that hold you. You are expansive gentleness and strength, being held by expansive gentleness and strength. Rest in that feeling. As you relax deeply into the gentleness and strength that hold you, you become aware of a warm glow in your heart. It begins to build. It seems to get brighter, and soon it fills your whole chest. It is a very pleasant sensation, this feeling of warmth and brightness. It begins to spread through your body. It flows into your shoulders and into your arms, and from your chest down into your belly. And then this warm brilliance flows down through your back, and then all through your legs, your thighs and knees and calves, all the way down to your feet. Throughout your entire body, there is this pleasurable sensation of warmth and brightness. It builds and lessens in a rhythm like softly rolling waves. As well as a rhythm, it also has a tone. The warmth and the rhythm and the tone and the brightness fill you. You deeply relax into it as it ebbs and flows over and over. As you deeply relax and enjoy this sensation, you hear from deep within you a soft voice whisper the word, love. Rest there. Rest now in this feeling of love. Imperceptibly at first, you become aware that this sensation is changing. Its rhythm slows down. It is stately and calm. Its tone is a little deeper. Its color a little richer. It too is a very pleasurable sensation. This calm feeling fills your body. You rest in this new feeling, and from someplace very deep within you, you hear the word peace. Rest now. Rest there in this feeling of peace. As you rest there in the feeling of being peace, the sensation starts to change again. It's a little brighter, its rhythm a little livelier, and its tone a little higher. This new sensation fills your body. You feel light and alive, and from somewhere deep within you, you hear the word joy. Rest now. Rest there in the feeling of joy. As you rest there in joy, you feel as if the three sensations are now synchronized and in harmony with each other. They grow as one. Together, they flow over you and through you, filling your entire being with love, joy, and peace. Together, they create a brilliant, iridescent light that fills you and surrounds you. Rest there in this light. Everything disappears into this light. The stable, the child, and what is left is you. Your brilliant light. And now the arms that hold you are light as well. You are this brilliant, iridescent light, being held by brilliant, iridescent light. Rest here. Rest now in the sensation of being light, of being brilliant love, peace, and joy, being held by brilliant light. Slowly, all these sensations begin to fade. And you are still holding the baby in your arms. It is still fast asleep. You look around the stable, and everything seems clearer, in greater focus. Early morning light is beginning to come through the doorway. The baby's parents are awake, and they are smiling at you. They look very well rested and refreshed, and you slowly stand up and take the child and lay it in the waiting arms of its parents. You take in the new day. You have never felt so vital and alive and so at peace. You pick up your bag that you started the journey with, and you notice how light it is. You are grateful that everything that was in it is now transformed. Lightly it comes onto your back. With a loving smile, you take your leave of the young family and step out of the stable into the morning light. How strong and light you feel. How firm the ground is beneath your feet. Confidently, you step out onto the road and continue your journey. You fill your lungs with the clean, clear air of morning. Around the bend in the road, you see the golden doorway. As you walk towards the doorway, you know that should you ever want to have this experience again, you can return here anytime. With a smile on your face and in your heart, you approach the golden doorway and step through. Find yourself sitting or lying in the position you were in at the start of the meditation. Become aware of your breathing. Rub your feet on the floor. Become aware of being supported by the surface you're resting on. With your eyes still closed, stretch out your arms. You feel confident, strong, and completely relaxed and refreshed. Whenever you are ready, you may open your eyes and return to this time and place.